Hello.
Hello.
Hi, everyone.
Hi, everyone.
Hi, hero.
Hi, hero.
You're fine. A
You're
bit
fine. A
tired,
bit
but you'll live.
tired, but you'll live.
Oh, sorry you're
Aw,
tired.
sorry you're tired.
Well, I bet you're
Well, I
tired.
bet you're
I've been
tired.
seeing you
I've been seeing
streaming
you
like
streaming like
every day
every
last
day
weekend.
last
Or
weekend.
like this
Or
past
like this
weekend.
past
You
weekend.
must be
You
tired.
must be tired.
You've gotten the
You've
most
gotten
out
the
of the new
most out of the
Sonic
new
game.
Sonic game.
So,
So,
oh fuck me.
fuck me.
Okay, thank you
Okay.
for letting me know. Well, it's always something bound to go wrong. Let us do a tarot card, shall we? I hope everyone's doing just fantastic. I am also doing fantastic. Thanks for asking. We had a very fun peak stream yesterday. Little bonus stream. I was not able to make it past the second level, but you know, I think it was out of my hands. Honestly, I think it was an act of God. It wasn't me. It wasn't my skill issue. It was just, you know, I hit the max rank in the game. Oh, damn. You're top 30? As you should be. Well, yeah, you must be tired. My man's doing like, I swear you were doing like 8-hour plus streams every day this weekend, so that's justified. Well, I hope you had fun at least with all your friends playing the new Sonic game, Sonic Racing. If anybody wants to check that out, feel free to go to Hero's channel. Okay, what tarot card do we have today? Let's see. This one. Oh, this one. This one's good. Achievement of air. We keep getting the air elements. You know, there's air, water, fire. Brummel, please. Achievement of air, that is what we have. Thank you for starting the drum roll. The anticipation. The anticipation! What does it mean? I don't know. The anticipation's killing me. Okay, achievement of air is, okay, quiet, still, and calm. Inner awareness grows. Now that is, I can vibe with that. We're channeling quiet, still, and calm energy and becoming aware of our internal state. We're going to be introspective today, as we are basically every day, because I love being introspective. I love obsessing over myself. Sounds just like me. Oh, well, this is the perfect card for you then. Maybe I pulled it because you're here. So, yes. Self-aware. We love being self-aware. Today? What? What's today? High pop culture. I hope you enjoyed your cooking stream. Your soup looked amazing. It looked delightful. It looked just wonderful. So, today we were making chicken and pasta. And hopefully nothing goes wrong. We'll find out. Not like we are every day. Oh, introspective today? Today only? No. We're introspective every day. But we're being extra introspective today. Hopefully. We love being self-aware and knowing ourselves. Know yourself. That's truly important. The title of today's stream, here, I forgot what it's exactly called. It's called, Doing Everything and Becoming Nothing. Yes, that is what we will be doing today. I had multiple things planned. We might not do everything because, like, a little bit overwhelming. I was planning on doing the chicken and the pasta, and then I wanted to make bread, which I know that's completely unrelated. But I was like, oh, it's been so long since I've made bread. But I might save that for a different stream because that's like a whole separate thing. And we're already doing the chicken and everything, so maybe not. But look, I got a basil plant from the store. Hi, Matrick. Welcome back. Matrick was able to witness my journey, my solo hero's journey in Peak. Love the plates. Oh, thank you. Yeah. I got them off of Amazon. Yep. So we paid Daddy Bezos for the plates. Free solo. Yeah, it was awesome. I only made it to level 2, but you know, I was close. I could have made it. I just made a couple stupid mistakes, and that is truly hi QB. QB was also there to witness. Um, so we've got a basil plant. We're gonna be using fresh basil to make pesto. I do have a basil plant outside, but unfortunately it's like it's flowered. It's flowered, and I heard that once it starts to flower, the basil gets pretty bitter, so we might not use that. We're not going to use that. I'll just have it as the flora and fauna. If you plant a basil plant in your garden, it keeps bugs and everything away. They don't like basil, which I love. Natural insect repellent. Instead of using pesticides, just plant different types of plants that bugs don't fuck with in your garden. That's how you do. That's what you gotta do. You should do garlic is good, basil is good. I don't know the other ones, and it smells nice. It smells so good. Ah, yes, I love fresh basil. It's amazing. It's so magical. I almost had an extinction level event with my basil plant today. Oh dear. What? What do you mean? What do you do? Basil can be pretty fragile, not gonna lie. Um, if you don't water it enough, it'll just immediately wilt. And like I said, I just planted it in my backyard and it immediately is like dying and decomposing. So, oh, you use too much. Yeah, and if you use too much, and like, it's like this whole thing. So, she's a little bit high maintenance, but that's okay. We still love her anyway. Um, we still love basil anyway. Okay, I'm gonna just pour some flour into the. That's quite enough. Okay, that's quite enough. Maybe that's too much. Yeah, I'm gonna pour a little bit back in. Okay, please hold. Oh dear, this is gonna be a mess. This is gonna be there's flour is just gonna go everywhere. That's fine. Yeah. So what I have here is you usually want to have 3 different ingredients. I'm not following a recipe. I'm just fucking doing it. Just freeballing it. Because we're chefs. And I like touching the flour with my hands? Absolutely. So I will be contaminating the flour with my dirty. I did wash my hands before this. Just so you know. Also, just a reminder, the potion ingredients should be live. Unfortunately, we didn't have enough potion ingredients yesterday to make a full potion. But today, if you do 3 different potion ingredients, we will make a spectacular potion. This has already gone beyond my cooking skill level. Well, today we're gonna learn. We're gonna learn how to cook. So, and we're also potentially gonna talk about philosophy. It's gonna be wonderful. So, what I like to do is I like to salt and pepper basically every ingredient. Not too much. So I'm just adding a little bit of salt to the flour, and some pepper to the flour. Did that work? Let me know. Did that pull up the cauldron on my overlay? If not, but you know what? It's behind. That's why. I'm so funny. Okay, let's pull up the alerts in front of the display capture. How about now? Nope. Fuck. Okay. Oh dear. Okay, we're turning this shit off right now before everybody redeems it. Okay, please hold. Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay, we're turning this off. How do I turn it off? Okay, no one else use it as I turn it off. because we've reached 3 ingredients. Turn, turn, turn. Turn off, turn off, turn off, turn off. Okay, the apothecary is closed, everybody. It's closed. Let me look up my... Okay, so let's see what potion we made, shall we? Let's see which potion we made. It definitely works on my regular setup, but I'm on my laptop today, so it's not working, obviously. But that's fine. We roll with it anyway. Okay. So, yes, we have a potion. Let's see. So trust, anticipation, and fear. What does that make? Let me see. Okay, trust. Do I have a streamlined way to do this? Absolutely not. So we will be looking through the 35 potions that have trust in them. Trust, anticipation, fear. Okay. Not that one. Not that one. Trust, anticipation. Trust, trust, trust. Aha, okay, so trust, anticipation, and fear. That one is Fortify Marksman. Oh, shit. Let me show you which potion that is. It's Fortify Marksman. That's potion number 84. So we've got 100 different potions, just so you know. 100. And by the way, sorry, I cannot see the chat because, again, I'm on my laptop, so we have one screen going. So please bear with me as we download the 84, number 84, and we put it on display for everyone to see. This one I like. Okay, this one's so pretty. Gotta show you. You guys are gonna like this one. It's a very unique shape. Okay, it has been downloaded. So now we're gonna go back to our OBS. So Fortify Marksman is, drum roll please, it is this one. Oh, you guys see that, right? This one. This is Fortify Marksman. It's got a nice navy blue color. I love the diamond in the top. It kind of embodies the sharpshooting. So you trust where the arrow is going to go, and there's some anticipation, and the fear is also. So all these elements, I think, emerge to make someone who's carefully shooting at their target. Am I right? So my pasta will be on point. Exactly. Exactly. Okay. Well, we got that. So let's. Oh shit, my OBS. Let us. Good. We're gonna put this. How about we just put it right here for the rest of the stream, so you can enjoy my little potion. So cute. I know. Yeah, I designed all these potions in Canva, so I'm awesome. I don't know what to tell you. I feel like I deserve a award, or like at least a LinkedIn badge for like how much I use Canva. Dude, everything I've designed, all my overlays, all my alerts, all my potions, have all been in Canva. I actually even, you know what, the goblin mode emoji, oh my gosh, thank you for cheering a bit. Look over here. That's working at least. Okay, that's good. We love the mushroom reward. What was I gonna do? It doesn't matter. Okay, so we're gonna put eggs in the second one, and then we're gonna put breadcrumbs in the last one. This one's wet already, so I'm gonna use the wet one to do the eggs. I've preheated my oven to 425. So, because we're going to bake it. We're not going to fry it. Because we're healthy. I love being healthy. Again, just free balling. How's everyone doing today? How we feeling? Okay, we're gonna do salt and pepper on the eggs as well. No, you have a cold? Oh shit, I'm sorry. That is rough. Get well soon. You know, I have actually got it, if only I could send you my tea. I've got a special tea. I'll show you. They're these little, I've got my whole top shelf of my cabinet. It's all tea. So I've got my, I don't know what it is exactly, but my mother-in-law gave it to me. It's like this. Here, zoom in. It's this little tea. It's like a little, it's like a little citrus fruit. I'm not sure what kind of citrus it is, but I know it's so cute. It's like a mini, dude, it's like a mini orange. And then it's stuffed with some tea. It's got some minty aspect to it. Anyways, you're supposed to drink it to get rid of mucus in your throat. So it gets rid of mucus and it helps with like a cough and a cold. So I always drink it. I have a cold. Dude, the amount of tea that I have is I'm collecting so many different types of tea. I love tea. Okay. So I'm just kind of gotta mix all the eggs together. I think 3 should be enough. Hopefully. Find out. It constantly feels like I have cat. Oh shit, that's very unpleasant. I think this kind of tea would help with that. I wish I knew what it was actually called. I can't read the Chinese, unfortunately. Otherwise I would tell you. Maybe like a spearmint tea or like a I don't know, something minty. Or like chicken noodle soup, I guess. Trix. Hi Trix. Oh, I didn't notice. See, Trix, you're here. Welcome. We are making chicken. Italian chicken. Okay. So now I'm gonna put breadcrumbs. So we're using I don't know how, panko, I guess that's what I call it. Classic breadcrumbs. You're a slut for oolong tea. Probably wouldn't. It probably wouldn't help your cough, but like same, dude. I love. It's pesto pasta and chicken. See the second one, the Italian chicken. Yep, that's what it is. We can read. That was unnecessarily shady. I apologize. We will, yes, we shall be making pesto in a minute. Let me first make the chicken. Okay, I think, I'll just, fuck it, I'll just do all of them. I've got a lot of chicken actually, so. And then basically what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna like put a fuck ton of Italian seasoning in it. I just have Italian seasoning. Actually, that's not even enough. I'm gonna put more. I could not be further out of my element than watching a cooking stream. That's okay. If it's your jam, you can stay. If it's not your jam, no pressure to stay. We will be talking about some philosophy. We'll see. Quaking aspen tea should be with salt. What is quaking aspen tea? What characteristics does that tea have? It's a little bit overfilled, but we're gonna be okay. Oh my god. Okay. And I'm also gonna put Parmesan cheese in it. I love having Parmesan cheese mixed in. It makes it so tasty. And then you just add a little bit of melted butter as well. This is by no means a healthy recipe. It's just like a nice, comforting recipe. Panko is primarily used for tempura. Yes, oh yes, I knew that. Sorry, I didn't. Pronunciation is like my hyperfixation. Like I constantly worry about like, am I pronouncing this right? And like not sounding stupid. We love panko. I've never actually made like tempura shrimp or anything, but I like using it sometimes as breadcrumbs for the stuff I cook. What was I getting out of the fridge? Oh, I was getting Parmesan cheese. Okay, you know what? It was such a great idea that I didn't end up making bread as well. That would be too much. So we got Parmesan cheese. I'm gonna like shake it up. Yes, I know I've got the Kraft. We don't have the real. Okay, listen. This might be a divisive topic, but there's just some instances where the Kraft Parmesan cheese is superior. I'm sorry, it just is. In cases like this where I'm doing breadcrumbs, real Parmesan cheese, like Parmigiano Reggiano, where you gotta like grate it and shit. It just the flavor is too sharp, and it doesn't blend well with other ingredients, and it doesn't really melt well. It just so that's why this one is superior. So I'm gonna add yeah, that much is probably good. And I'm just gonna like, you know, I should put this in a separate bowl and just mix it that way. That's fine. Oh, you have it in your pantry? Okay. According to actual chef, has it in his pantry. Okay. That makes me feel validated. But also, do you guys agree? There's just certain circumstances when it's necessary. Ew, fuck. I guess one of my hairs got in. Gross. Disgusting. There are a lot of ways of doing things right. The only one way to doing things wrong is not doing them at all. That is true. Yeah, I think just not trying is worse than fucking up. Sometimes. I mean, I guess it depends on what you fuck up at. If you harm other people when you fuck up, then maybe maybe not trying at all would have been better, but in most circumstances, trying is better than trying. Okay, I'm just gonna taste it a little bit. Just make sure there's enough Parmesan. Yeah. So I'm not gonna add any salt to the breadcrumbs because like the Parmesan cheese already gives you enough salt. And then I'll also be adding butter. Which, do you guys ever get the unsalted butter? I always use salted. I just do. It's too much of a hassle to have unsalted butter for like very specific recipes. So when a recipe calls for unsalted butter, I just like use less. QB uses salted for some things, unsalted for others. Yeah, that's how the experts do it. I knew you would say something like that, pop culture. I knew you were gonna say something. I just knew it. You'll allow me to use it. Thank you for allowing me to use it. Thank you so much. So I've got my pan here. Here, I'll show you. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna coat it with butter because it's that kind of recipe. Yes, I know butter is unhealthy, but we love flavor. We love flavor on this channel, so we will be. I just got my butter here, and what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna. Oh my gosh, thank you. Salt. Thank you for the salt, pop culture. See, I don't even need to add salt to them. to the breadcrumbs because pop culture added it for me. Just a little bit of salt. Just a little bit of salt. Let's see. What's a good philosophical discussion to have? Okay, I might use 4 tablespoons in total. Yeah, I'm gonna use 4 tablespoons of butter. Because we've got like 8 chicken breasts, okay? So it's a lot. It's a lot of chicken we're doing. I love making recipes that can feed a literal army. Because cooking is, oh, I forgot. I microwaved my lunch and I never ate it. Here's my lunch. I never ate it because I didn't have time. What should I do? I'll just take a bite out of it every now and again, I guess. We are so behind. We're so behind, and that's fine. If you think butter isn't healthy, I'm going to share with you a video of Gordon Ramsay showing how to make a breakfast dish. My heart stopped momentarily just watching the damn video, and I made it myself as well. But with yeah, I watched him make eggs with butter at one point, and it's just like add some butter here, mix in some butter there. He's very obsessed. Why? Why do I keep getting hairs in my... I keep getting hairs and everything. I need to start wearing a hairnet. Jesus. We have too much hair. Do some people really enjoy being villainous? That's a good question. I don't know. You mean like being evil? I can see where somebody would get disillusioned with life to the point of just not caring about anyone or anything anymore. Do all of them just think they're the hero in their own story? I think there are genuinely people who enjoy being villainous. I mean, you think about like the Ted Bundys of the world, right? I don't think he was doing anything he saw as heroic. I think he just... Oh, hi Galtsy, welcome. And hi Refly. Hello, all my friends. Hello. I am making dinner for everyone. I hope you'll you know, stop by afterwards when I'm done. I'll make sure to feed everybody. Okay, so I just melted my butter. I'm gonna be okay, we're gonna move all this stuff aside. So we've got all this ready, but I still have to get the chicken ready, so we're gonna move it aside for a minute. I simply do not have enough counter space for everything to happen. And that's okay. We're gonna move it out. Fuck. Look what happened. My fork. No. Cooking is simultaneously fun, but also extremely overstimulating for me. But, you know, like, I think that you just have to, you have to endure the discomfort sometimes. You can't just live your whole life avoiding discomfort. I mean, look at my hand. Now my hand's covered in egg. You just can't. Are some people a little bit more sensitive than others? Absolutely. And I am definitely one of those people who's more sensitive than others. But, you know, I can't just, you know, avoid certain things in life or demand certain things just because I'm more sensitive. I have to just grin and bear it, you know? Americans. Raw egg touched the whole fork. Time to throw it away. Refly, you literally captured my opinion. QB said, I suggest tying your hair back with a scrunchie if you don't like hair nuts. I can't stand hair nuts, so I use a hair tie because I don't own a scrunchie. Yeah, you're... Oh, fucking... Look at this. It spilled on my arm. Should I lick it? There we go, it's gone. If we were cooking for other people that wasn't just me and my family, yes, I would wear a hair restraint of some kind, but personally, I guess we don't care about whether I have hair in it or not. It might be gross, but it is what it is. It is what it is. I also rinse off my fingers after every single thing that I touch. If it touches, like, if it's not water and it touches my fingers, we're gonna go to the sink and we're gonna rinse it off. It's called sadism. Oh, if that was egg spilled on your arm, you would have needed to amputate your arm. True, I would have. Yeah, no, I probably just would have run it under some water for some time. Yeah, we do have kind of a fear of eggs, of raw stuff. Do Europeans keep eggs in at room temperature? Because here, I know that like certain eggs, if they're like, because American eggs are washed or something that causes us to have to refrigerate it. But in other countries, they just have it out in the open, which really bothers me, actually. I look at that and I'm like, you're telling me that you're not refrigerating your eggs? Okay, that's fine. What? You know, like, I'm like, ugh. Okay, I brought the chicken. No, our eggs are not washed. So they're sold uncooled and we keep them out of the fridge. That's what I thought. Isn't it like there's naturally like bacteria naturally present on the outside that prevents contamination from getting inside, from penetrating the egg. I think that's what it is. Hello, camera? How long has it been unfocused? Okay, it's focused now. That's good. So I'm just gonna cut my chicken into little pieces. So I'm gonna cut it in half. And then what I do, I like extra thin so it cooks all the way. So what I do, don't try this at home. This is probably not an official technique, but this is what I do. I cut it in half like that. We're not teaching anyone how to cook. We're just cooking and chatting. That's what we're doing today. So Refly keeps them at room temperature for 3 weeks maximum. Interesting. Oh, here comes Toby. Toby saw that I got the chicken out and she's like, oh, is that for me? No, that is not for you. I don't have a clips channel on Discord. I'm sorry. Did you make a clip? I have so many channels already. I didn't want to clutter the space. I wanted to only have the essentials. Why is okay. You guys better watch Toby. Make sure she doesn't steal some chicken, okay? I'm gonna make sure my fridge is alright. Fridge? Why are you beeping? Fridge, are you okay? Are you being a good girl? Yes, you are. Look, she's being such a good girl. She's just waiting, so... Here she... Wait. There she is. Toby. Toby. Toby, look. Up here. There she is. She's waiting right next to the chicken to make sure. She's so adorable. I love her so much. Okay, wait. There. There. Wait. Move back. There we go. No, you're not supposed to encourage her. You're supposed to stop her. Stop her. It's okay, not everyone has Eclipse channel, but I will say your server is the only one I'm in that has so few channels that it's unscrollable. Oh dear. Is that a bad thing? I didn't realize that was a bad thing. I just like I realized that everybody has other places they want to go. Like people are part of like probably 20 different discords, and so like I don't want anything unnecessary. And something that's not going to be posted in consistently. So like I deleted the travel channel because I realized it was only just me posting about the places I've traveled to and bragging about it. And that's not what we're doing here. We're not creating our own personal Instagram. We are Okay, no, you better not. You better not. Toby. Toby. You little shit. You little shit. You little shit. You better. You see your little head? No. What do you mean, are you sure that's chicken meat? Does it not look like chicken, my guy? Pop culture will always be on the cat's side. She deserves it. No, you're a good girl, aren't you? You'll be good. Yeah, you'll be good. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to cover this with plastic wrap and beat the shit out of it. I like beating the shit out of my meat, if you know what I mean. I like beating the shit. So I'm just going to grab some plastic wrap and put it over the top. Let's do that. Real people, really good. Oh dear, I didn't see that. Well... Shit, did you just out me? I guess I'm a I don't think human meat would look like this, though. Let's be real. What would human meat look like? I guess I have actually seen real human meat before on a cadaver, so it was very gray. It was very ew. No, I don't want to think about it. Okay, I've got my black pepper, and what I do is just slap the shit out of it. Oh no, don't touch the chicken. Oh shit, sorry. I hit you guys, I didn't mean to. I'm like slapping you guys too. This is how you get all your rage out. You gotta tenderize it. Sure. It just fell off. Oh, go back. There, beautiful. It's not soylent green. Do you think that's what human meat would look like? Soylent green? Oh dear. Perhaps Brian Johnson's meat would look like that. He does talk about his erections like almost every post that he makes on YouTube, so you know, there's that. Okay. So this is gonna be a lot. Let me see if I can boost you guys so you can see. I'm gonna get so you can see the whole counter. Yeah, we'll do that. Don't look at this. I know that this is controversial to many people. Do not look at the box that I'm currently using. Okay? Try and hold your comments of disgust. Keep your comments of disgust to yourself. Yes, I do drink oat milk. What's the big deal? Nothing. Okay. We're gonna... Does that show any more of this? I think it does. Yeah, sure. We'll say that. Yeah, he does talk about no refly, literally. It's like every single post. I'm not even joking. He It's because it gets engagement on his channel, his YouTube channel. So he's always talking about um, how he has nighttime erections, which I don't know much about male health, men's health, as someone who doesn't have a penis. Um, but apparently that's like a sign of health. So he's talking about his. He's like, I have 15 nighttime erections per night. And he makes it known that everybody knows about it. And then I was showing you guys a post that he made the other day of like, he literally, okay, where do I even put this? What? Okay, I'm gonna put it right here. I'm gonna move the flower over. There. Don't spill out, please. Did I mention that cooking is very overstimulated? I can't even talk anymore. I got egg on my fucking hand. Okay. How do you guys self-regulate when something bothers you? That was one question I want to talk about today as well. When something like, you know, because everybody has their thing, you know, everybody has their triggers, their things that set them off. For me, like I have really bad social anxiety and also just anxiety in general, I guess. But like this weekend I had a certain social situation that made my social anxiety skyrocket. And what usually happens is my palms will start sweating. I'll start like spiraling kind of my thoughts and my, you know, and then it's a lot. But, and I know that you can always change your thought patterns. You can try at least. So I'm wondering if anybody has any tips. Does he have an alarm that wakes him up? No, Refly, he has like a specific app that monitors his, I don't know, maybe I think he probably hooks something up to his rig and like that monitors it every night. So he's got the data. He's posted the data before. So I don't know. I'm not sure if it's like a special feature of his app that he uses as he sleeps, or if he like has to hook this whole thing up to his thing. I don't know. I don't know the details. You think I know the details? Okay, so the tactic with this is one hand for wet ingredients, one hand for dry ingredients. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna first put the chicken in the flour. Yep, in the flour first. We toss it around. So that's for dry ingredients. And now we put it in the wet. And we use the right hand for the wet ingredients. I should have done the reverse, but that's okay. So we coated it in the egg mixture, and then we put it on top. I'm gonna get a spoon so I can spoon out. You can also just use like tools to help you. So, and then I just kind of press it in like this. And there we go. Look at that. Oh, this is gonna be awesome. Okay, I'm gonna turn it over so you can see there's one chicken done. QB said, I mentally slap myself and say push through or you have to deal with your own cowardice. Damn, that's a little bit harsh. But if that's what it takes. That is a little bit harsh though. Make sure to also remember to be kind to yourself. Do you think there's certain situations that you can't push through though? It's weird because like after I had that one encounter, I was like I had to yap about it with everybody that I knew and I have to process it. But I'm wondering if like constantly thinking about it also has a negative I think it also has a negative aspect to it. So like we don't rumination is not usually a good thing to do. To constantly think about what you did wrong, or that's something I struggle with is like just like recalling every embarrassing thing I've ever done, or like if I mess up one interaction, like yesterday I called somebody by the wrong name, and I've been like it's constantly been coming in and out of my brain. My brain's like, remember you did that, feel bad, and that's like, no, stop. It's not helpful to do that, to be doing that. It really isn't. Like, what does it solve? It doesn't solve anything. It doesn't solve anything to be constantly recalling all your mistakes and be reminding yourself. I get where it's coming from of like, okay, let's try and not have that happen again. Let's try and avoid, that situation again. But at the same time, you have to give yourself grace and not beat yourself up over the one thing you did wrong. If he hooks it up, no wonder he gets them. Again, I don't know. I don't know how all that works, but maybe. That's funny. That's really funny. That must be uncomfortable to sleep. That's all I have to say. I can't imagine that would be comfortable to have to sleep with at night. Oh, wait. I missed some breadcrumbs on the outside. Okay, there. And if you have some bare patches, honestly, it's not that big of a deal. You'll be fine. I can't deal with my ex. If I had to do that, I'd have an anxiety attack. I don't know what I would do in that case. That is, yep. Yep. Those are the most stressful situations for me, is encountering somebody from my past. And especially when you know that that person probably has a negative opinion of you and there's not much you can do to change it. Like, no matter how much you know that you've changed as a person, and you want them to know so bad. You want them to know and see how much you've grown and whatever. They're probably not good. They don't care. Yeah, luckily I haven't ran into any of my exes. Even though we still live in the same city, and my city's not very big. Salt Lake is not very big. But I can imagine what would happen in that case, and it would happen kind of similarly, where I start sweating, I clam up, I'm not able to recall words, not able to. I can be well, you guys know this. I could be a very awkward person in real life. Like, holy shit, I could be so awkward. Like, okay, and you're gonna spread breadcrumbs all over the floor, and that's gonna be fine because guess what? We're gonna clean it up later. That's a problem for later, Marissa. My brain's like screaming at me like, oh, you're making a huge mess. Don't let that, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if we're making a huge mess because you know what? We can always clean it up. We'll clean it up later and then it will all be clean and everything will be fine. Just think, thanks for the reminder, and then nickname of your brain. I'll keep that in mind next time. Yeah, Rifa, I think you're onto something here. Like, you can acknowledge it, and you should probably acknowledge it. there's a specific analogy. I think it's the car analogy, where it's like giving different pieces of your brain seats in the car. And if you don't give a part of your personality or a part of yourself a seat in the car, it's going to take the driver's seat. Okay? It's gonna take the driver's seat and completely take over in situations where you probably don't want it to. And so if you don't acknowledge it as a part of you, um, then it's going to find a way to surface. Good thing you didn't drop egg on the floor. You'd have to remove those. Yep, I know. I'd have to just burn my house down, for real. I'd have to just lose it all. I'd have to just give up everything. Because... Okay. About halfway done with the chicken oil. I almost put that... I don't want to put that in there. I want to put it in the flour first. The flour helps with... I don't know, making sure all the ingredients cling to it. That's what you want. You want everything to cling to the chicken. And you notice how my hands are pretty clean? This wouldn't be happening if I just used hands to do everything. Like, one wet hand, one dry hand. That is the ultimate method, in my opinion. Because we're cooking pros on this channel. Cooking professionals. Using the spoon helps as well. If you use the spoon, then you can, you know. Okay, I'm gonna put this right there. Yeah, that's gonna be good. Please. Ma'am, why'd you burn your house down? Me. The temperature kills salmonella. So you're telling me that you guys aren't irrationally afraid of salmonella? Because, dude, I'm so... Although, here's the thing. I do eat raw cookie dough sometimes. I do eat... Like, when I make cookies, I do be eating the raw dough, which is a very bad thing. And actually, your flour is more likely to give you foodborne illnesses than eggs, if you live in America. I don't know about other countries, but like, yeah, flour is actually more likely to make you sick than the eggs themselves, which quite an interesting. Let's see, we can go back to pop culture's question as well about if there are truly evil people. That is a good question. I don't know. I've never been other people. I mean, I've never been an evil person, so I guess I wouldn't know. I wouldn't know exactly what somebody's thinking. But I do feel like there are certain people who do enjoy being evil. Usually according to their, I think their upbringing or their childhood experiences. But yeah, all the Ted Bundy stuff is actually here in Utah. He did a lot of, well, not all of it, but he did do some murders here. So I've been to like his old house, haunted house, and like the Ted Bundy cave and shit. Kind of terrifying. People like that are absolutely terrifying. Luckily, they are few and far between. That's what I like to tell myself. Luckily, there are not very many people like that. You eat raw pork. Right. Okay, that doesn't bother me at all. That bothers me. I'm sorry, it just bothers me. No. What about the eggs? What about the eggs? Parasite eggs. Once you see that MRI image, you can never go back. Once you see that MRI image, you will never look at pork the same way again. For real. Oh, yeah. Okay, so we're just kind of layering it. I mean, as long as it doesn't overlap too much, then it should be fine. Toby's still trying to find a way to get in to eat my chicken. It's contaminated though. She doesn't like it once it's become contaminated with breadcrumbs or egg or whatever. Okay. Am I gonna have enough? I think I'm gonna have enough. Yeah, I've got enough breadcrumbs. Push this back over here. Dude, my feet are covered in breadcrumbs. Ugh. My feet are literally covered in breadcrumbs. It's fine. Once you see that high resolution microscope image of a hot dog. Ooh, I haven't seen that. Ooh. Oh dear. Well, I do know that hot dogs are just kind of an amalgamation of just scrap meat, right? All the leftover meat. They don't, I don't think they kill any animal specifically for hot dogs. I think hot dogs are just a leftover meat. Does that make them humane? Does that make hot dogs a humane food? Because yeah, again, they're not killing animals to make hot dogs. So maybe that might be a little bit of a spicy take. I might go over some of the yoga nidras later if I have time. We'll see. Because I'm sure everybody has so much interest in that. So much interest in the yoga nidras. I know one person who has interest, and that's Dom. And we love him for it. He's my one supporter in my journey through Hinduism and Buddhism and Eastern religion and etc., etc. Those are big chicken nuggets. I guess you could look at it that way, sure. Basically chicken nuggets, sure. Yo, I think we got just the right amount of breadcrumbs. No way. It's literally gonna be just perfect. I'm a genius. I haven't actually tried to make this yet. I mean, yeah, this particular amalgamation. So we'll see how it turns out. Ooh, sorry, there's an ad coming up in 45 seconds. Sorry, everybody. Pigs. I forget you always have different names for when the animal is alive and when it's produce. Oh yeah, like pork. Mm-hmm. So do you not have that in German? Do you have it all as the same name? Although, like, not always, because, like, chicken, we just say chicken. If it's cooked or if it's an animal. So, just for, like, pork, I guess. All the same thing. Okay, so I'm gonna make sure that things aren't overlapping too much. Look at that, we made them! Oh my god. Amazing. So, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna actually just pour the egg mixture over the chicken. And the melted butter. And the extra breadcrumbs, because why not? We're just pouring it all over. And I'm going to bake it, I think for like 30 minutes is what it called for. So. Okay, so we're just going to pour the rest of the egg mixture over it. And drizzle it if we, oh no, that's fine. And sometimes it's going to kind of fall out excessively, but that'll be fine. I'm just gonna like, okay. And then I'll pour the extra breadcrumbs over. And then I'll pour the melted butter over. Because why not? Oh, this is going to turn out great. I think this is going to turn out great. I'm looking forward to it. Refly, you think you know better than me? I've done this recipe I've actually done this recipe 0 times. But when I've made baked chicken in the past, it's been great. So, but I appreciate your feedback. Your feedback has been noted, and I will not heed your feedback. But I appreciate it for what it is. I will continue to do what I would do. Okay. 20 minutes. All right. So put it in for 20 minutes. In we go, and let's not the timer has placed in the back. Yes, I have placed you. Backseat cooking jail. Jail for you, sir. You've been banished to jail. Never to return. Somebody, what's the bail? What bail should we post? Yikes. Pop culture has some self-reflecting to do. Oh dear. Okay, let me just remove the dishes, and then we will start making the pesto. I've got my nice little blender here. So we got our blender. We're gonna get a tarot reading. Why are none of my alerts playing? God damn it! I spent so much effort on those. It's fine. When I'm at my normal setup, we will have the normal alerts. With the sound and with the Canva overlay and everything. Refly, I shall do your tarot reading. Let's do that right now. Move this over here. Yep. Kitchen's kind of dirty though. Maybe I'll do it over on my, no, because then you won't see me. Where should I do it? Should I lay something out? Here. I've got a baking sheet. We'll do it on a baking sheet. Like that. I do want to keep my cards somewhat clean. Okay, so I shall select the cards this time, if you are alright with it. And I will pull 3 cards for you, and we'll see what your tarot reading is for today. Okay, so let's do this one. This is not how regular people do tarot readings, by the way. Sorry, it's a little bit non-traditional. Ooh! Fool. Oh dear, I've never gotten this one before. The Fool. Anyways, let's do another one. This one. Whichever one I'm called to choose is the one I choose. Love of Water. Okay, so we've got Fool, Love of Water, and then what else? Ooh, Warrior of Fire. It was upside down, so it's a tarantula. Warrior of Fire. That's so cool. Okay, so we have Fool, then Love of Water, then Warrior of Fire. Upside down. So, what is Fool? Fool is... oh, it's the first one. Okay. Fluttering with folly. Slapping with wisdom. Oh, very, what's the word for using multiple sounds at once? It's not onomatopoeia, it's something else. Anyway, fluttering with folly, flapping with wisdom. Floating directionless to ultimate purpose. You know, I'm kind of a fool myself. Well, I like this card. So it's saying like, you'll still be able to find the ultimate purpose. Maybe the ultimate purpose is just kind of going wherever life takes you. Let's see what love of water is. Love of water. It's a little bit non-traditional tarot reading for everybody who's used to regular tradition. I have not been trained in the art of tarot. I'm simply trying my best. Love of water. God is in the rain. Baptism by affection. So we've got kind of fluttering about. We have baptism by affection. And then we have warrior of fire, which is webs weaved with devotion and charisma will catch more than flies. Okay. So we've got some charisma coming through. So although we've got Fool here, there's also an energy of charisma. I think that so I think what this is saying is like, Fool is kind of like embracing the absurdity and the fluctuations of emotions and life in general. Just kind of like flying about, whatever. And I think in doing that and embracing cringe, if you will achieve charisma, and also you will be baptized with affection. You will receive all the affection that is destined for you. So that is my fortune, my tarot reading for you is to embrace the absurdity. I think you're already good at doing that. Maybe what I'm doing is I'm capturing your energy and saying, keep going, keep trying, keep being you. I'm at advanced level of reading chicken bones. Okay, is that so? Reading chicken bones. I'm gonna actually eat some of my food because I'm hungry as hell. Sorry. I haven't eaten any lunch today or anything at all. No food yet. We gotta make sure to eat. We gotta make sure to prioritize our own well-being as well as entertaining. If that's what I'm doing. I don't know if that's what I'm doing. I've got the Yoga Nidras. We can read some Yoga Nidras as I'm eating. I'll try not to make loud eating noises. No guarantees. Let me scroll down to where the Nidras are. Okay. So we've already talked about the obstacles, mastery, insight, devices for weakening hindrances. I think we've talked about that. Okay, so we haven't talked about karma yet. So let's go to the verse about karma. I'm gonna pull up my chair actually, because I've been standing for far too long. This is the food that I made last week. Which, yes, if you're like freaking out, I personally consider food to still be okay after 1 week. Yes, I do. I don't like plastic containers. I insist on using glass. What did everybody eat today? If somebody uses plastic, you can taste for real. Yeah. And it stains, and it leaves behind microplastics. I mean, the fact that you can taste it should tell you something about what's being left behind in your food. Again, not to be super paranoid. We're not stirring paranoia. We're not inciting. Oh fuck! Don't fall. We're not inciting paranoia. We're just being cautious. What was I gonna say? How long do you guys keep food in your fridge? And think it's safe to eat? genuine question. QB depends on the food. Good answer. What about like prepared food? Like, I made chicken and rice, right? And my personal opinion is like 1 week, or maybe even 8 days, as long as you put it away immediately into the fridge. If it's something like sushi, I would eat it in like the next day at least. Yo, what? What happened? What, does that freak you out? The fact that I eat it after 8 days? Even if it was in your freezer? Yeah, sushi would, okay, you're right. Yeah, sushi, I wouldn't try, like, okay. I'm talking about, like, cooked sushi. Raw sushi, 1 day. And in fact, like, a few hours, even after being refrigerated. Cooked sushi, like, tempura shrimp, rice, everything, I would say the next day. But even if you eat it the next day, it's not going to be as good because it's not going to be crispy. The texture's going to be all off. You don't even eat things after 8 days in your freezer? Bro? Wait, you know that like you can keep things for months in your, because I keep meals like this for like 3 months and then eat it. I haven't died yet. Damn, I didn't think that was a hot take. But yeah, obviously if it smells bad, tastes off, do not eat it. I was gonna ask, is your freezer okay? You might want to get it checked out. My partner is even worse than I am. Bro, he's even worse. He will eat food after like 2 weeks, actually. He will also, you guys, do not leave rice out on the counter, okay? Do not leave rice out on the counter overnight. Do not leave it for multiple hours. Once you cook it, put it in the fridge. Please do not. There's like a specific, I think it's like a bacteria or something that loves cooked rice. And people be leaving rice in the rice cooker overnight and then eating it. Okay, I don't do that. I can't. Mm. I see. It's like about the taste and the texture. Okay, I respect that. As a chef, like with you being a chef, I understand where that's coming from. Yeah. Yeah, there's something different about the texture and the flavor for sure. You get an instant voucher. Congratulations, QB. You've been welcomed into the Potmen clan, I don't know, association. Oh my husband? Are you sure about that? Bro. I don't know. He's got a stomach of steel, literally. He'd be leaving stuff on the counter unrefrigerated. He'll leave like jars of olives on the counter overnight or like forever and then eat it. Like, you realize that once you open the can, that's when the contamination gets in the. Sometimes I've just come to the point, you know, marriage is all about just like realizing sometimes that the other person will not change and just being like, okay, you deal with the consequences of your actions. Go ahead. Like, if it's not my food, not what I'm eating, you do whatever you want, my guy. But I will not be eating what you make. I'm so sorry. I just can't. I saw an episode of 1000 Ways to Die that started literally.
Accept yourself.
Thank you. I'm gonna turn off my channel point alerts because sorry, it's broken.
It starts with you.
Wait, maybe it's not. Oh, it was a different. My bad. Okay, here, I'm gonna do it now. Oh, it's on cooldown. Sorry, it was behind my camera, that's why. Have we talked about how you feel today? I think pop culture's traumatized. You traumatized by my crash outs? You don't have to worry. I'm feeling great. Thanks for asking, though. What the fuck is traumatization? Sorry, my voice cracked. Traumatize is like, the way Americans use it, it's not as, dramatic as what it's actually supposed to be used for. Americans, we say we're traumatized when we, like, have any sort of negative event happen. And then we think about it. And then we ruminate on it. So that's what we mean by traumatization. Kind of like something bad happened, and so you're reminded of it. Okay. It should work now. Is it super loud? Hopefully it's not like hella loud.
Accept yourself. It starts with you. It starts with you.
There it is. It's a bit loud. Sorry. We're on a different setup today, so that's why. I'm still trying to get the volume levels all figured out because like the music is a little bit too loud. The music is sometimes a little bit too loud, so I tried like turning the music down to like 0.15 percent, and for some reason it's still like pretty loud. Dude, I don't know. And then turning my desktop audio up because it's more important to hear the alerts than it is to hear the background music. My crack outs? You mean crash outs? Sometimes it does appear that I'm on crack though, I guess. Could be a... Thank you. Crack out. Crack out, crash out. Am I right? Crack Bandicoot. Okay, I'm done. I'm finally done eating. Now we can resume cooking. Sorry, thank you for allowing me to eat my lunch. Where's my plant? There it is. Here's my plant. Let us pick some basil and make some pesto. Let's do it. So I'm using a recipe that actually does not have any pine nuts, because my partner is allergic to pine nuts. Here, let me move this up. My partner's allergic to pine nuts, so we won't be using them, but that's traditionally what is in pesto. So it might lack some creaminess, but it'll be fine. But yeah, actually my chicken's almost done. I'm gonna pull out the chicken first and test it and make sure it's good, and then we will start on the pesto stuff. Let me see. Yep, there's my alarm. Dismiss. Dismiss. I feel like an old person, like, oh, how do I turn it off? I suppose I am an old person. I was trying to talk to somebody, like my niece and nephew, about the K-pop Demon Hunters movie. Because I thought Gen Z would be interested in that movie. And that movie appealed to them. Apparently not. Apparently I am the target demographic for that movie. Here I was thinking that this was like the ultimate Gen Z, like, oh yeah, K-pop, whatever. No, they were like, no, that's for young millennials, and their kids, and I was like, oh my god. Are you guys millennials or Gen Z? I'm like right on the cusp. I am like, so I was born in 98, so I'm 27. And technically I guess that makes me a millennial, but like, I don't relate to the millennials. I'm not no. I'm not one of those people. Okay. That could go longer, not gonna lie. Okay, we're gonna do longer. $1986 is the cutoff for Gen X. Yeah, so technically I am in the millennial category, but like I feel like during the time of millennials there was so much change in like in technology, in culture, so I feel like it needs to be much quicker, the cutoffs than past. Because like I think what's supposed to separate generations is like what like their childhood experiences were like. You know, because they have some similarities. Oh, what did you eat, Refly? You ate some soup she had left over. Oh, what kind of soup? Pop Culture had soup as well. What kind of soup did you have? Is it soup season? I'm not one of those people who's like, oh, it's soup season, so that means I'm gonna eat. Nah, I just eat it. Like, I just eat it whenever. Okay, this is looking very yellow. I almost don't want to show it on camera because you're gonna judge me. It's gonna taste amazing, but it looks really ugly. I don't want to put it on camera. I'm gonna put it over there. It's fine. It's fine. I think it's because of the eggs. The eggs are very yellow. Okay, look. Oh, it looks fine on camera. In reality, it looks very, very yellow. So what we're going to do is I'm going to take one of these, cut it open, make sure that there's no raw chicken. Because that is not good. We do not want raw chicken. Technically, you probably should use a thermometer. I don't have one of those. So what we're going to do is we're going to cut into the biggest piece of chicken. Let's see. Nope, that's still pink. Okay, so we're going to put it back in for Probably another 10 minutes, actually. And then maybe you'll have some opportunity to get more golden on top. Okay. Back in the oven we go. Oh, you know what? I failed to account for the glass pan. So when you're using a metal pan versus a glass pan, the glass pan takes longer to heat up. So that's why. That's why it needs more time. So I will be adding time. Let's add 8 minutes. Yeah, we'll do 8. Gen X is really the lost generation. No one talks about it. It's always boomers, then millennials, then Gen Z. Yeah. So pop culture, I'm assuming you're Gen X then. Or no, well, you don't have to say. You don't have to say what you are. My parents are Gen X. Yep, my parents are Gen X. Generations now have to be defined by Kanye West albums. You guys, I haven't actually listened to any Kanye West. Granted, the current events surrounding that man have prompted me to never try. So I don't think I'll ever delve into that. I do enjoy some rap, some hip hop. Let's see. I love. Have you guys heard MF Doom? I love MF Doom. Yeah, that's a good artist. I like who else? I like MF Doom. I'd have to open up my music. I'll just open up my rap and hip hop category, genre, if you will. Oh, I listen to a lot of Korean rap. Yeah, I listen to a ton of Korean rap, but I love, and I also love 88 Rising. There's this QB probably knows Rich Brian. Oh, I love Rich Brian. Yes, rest in peace, MF Doom. No, dude, I've listened to every single Rich Brian song. I loved his album. I forget what it's called, but the most recent album that he released. Well, maybe it's not the most recent. The Sailor. That whole album from start to finish is just it's cinema. It's like cinema but in music form. Oh, it's delightful. Yes, 88 Ride. Yep, that's what I. Yep, I know you love Joji. I love Joji too. Rich Brian is also a gem. Yeah, love me some Joji, Rich Brian. I think Zion T is also a part of 88 Rising. I love Zion T's like other music. I don't think I've heard anybody else from 88 Rising. But the album they did for the Shang-Chi movie is Chef's Kiss. So good. Okay. We're pulling up our pesto recipe right now. Pesto recipe. No nuts. Nut-free pesto. Usually what I do when I look up a recipe, I just find the one that has the most positive reviews. So this one has, yeah, this one looks good. So the basic ingredients are basically just basil, garlic, olive oil, salt and pepper, and Parmesan. Parmesan is essential. Let me just see how much basil is required. I require how much? How much do I require? Oh my god. Don't you hate it when you have to scroll through like the chef's entire life story? Brief Life said, your parents were in D-Generation X. Oh dear. It seems that you have very strong opinions, Refly, about Gen X. I don't really have any opinions, honestly. I think it's kind of bogus. The whole generation thing, it's bogus. It kind of tells you, I guess, a little bit about that person, like potentially what that person went through as a child, and it really only applies to like Americans, or like people in the West. Oh, Degeneration X is a tag team in entertainment wrestling. Oh, okay. Okay. Well, that's... So I added baking soda. That's how I always wash my produce, is with baking soda. Some people like using salt, which I don't like the saltiness, especially like... So my mother-in-law, she uses salt to wash fruit, and then the fruit gets all salty. Personally, I just prefer baking soda because it doesn't leave a flavor, and it washes really well. So I'm just here. I'll show you what I'm doing. I'm just picking off. I suppose you could cut them, but I like just tearing it off. But yeah, I don't want to do what pop culture did, which is... So pop culture, you said don't remove too many, because then it'll die. So I'll try and randomly remove them. It calls for, Jesus, 2.5 cups. Actually, I might just have to use the whole plant. Ooh, a little bit wasteful. Remove the small... Wait, really? Why? Doesn't that start new ones growing? Oh yeah, the big ones are necessary. Okay. Got it. Okay, I guess I'm gonna have to half the recipe because I do not have 2.5 cups of basil. Jesus Christ. That is way too much. That is just too much. This basil plant's gonna die. I'm sorry for all plant lovers. We're gonna use all the basil. Leave nothing behind. It's not very sustainable of us, but it's better than buying like 5 packages of like 5 plastic packages of basil, right? Here, I'll remove the plant so you don't have to see. You don't have to see the atrocities occurring with my poor little basil. Oh dear. I'm so sorry, little basil plant. Now I feel bad. It's going to make some delicious food, though. Yeah, I'm gonna have to half the recipe. I think we're going to avoid the pasta making step, and just make the basil, and then perhaps make that to go on top of the chicken, so we can enjoy it on the chicken. I think that's gonna be good. Oh, okay, my chicken's done. Hopefully, we'll see. Oh, Jesus. Alright, how about now? Let's try it now, shall we? Again, I'm super paranoid, so I just get a separate fork and knife. I throw away all the other ones. They're thrown away. They're gone forever. Okay, let's pick another... This one's really thick. Yep. So that's cooked all the way. No pink. It's hot in the center, like really hot to the touch. Don't try this at home. Get a thermometer and do it that way. I do not have a thermometer, unfortunately, so we're going to go based off of our eyesight. But I really nuked these things. I really nuked it in the oven for quite a while. So I think it should be fine. I think it should be important for everybody to have the experience of, you know, as I'm pulling all the leaves off of this basil plant, I'm being reminded of like the process of slaughtering an animal. Because like I'm feeling really bad about peeling all these leaves off. Um, I wonder, do you guys think everybody should have that experience? Meat eaters of slaughtering an animal with their own hands? Maybe it will give you more like respect and reverence. I feel like I have more reverence for this basil plant than ever before. Not gonna lie. Oh dear. I'm so sorry, Mr. Basil. Oh, I feel bad. I'm gonna start crying. I'm sorry, Basil. It's much easier when you buy it from the plastic package in the store because then you don't realize you don't pluck off the leaves one by one until there's no leaves left. Even though that's definitely what happens to plenty of plants already. So yeah, we've plucked off every single one of the leaves. I'm sorry, Basil. What does it mean to have respect for other beings? For other living things? I think probably the most... No, not Jeff Basil. Not Jeff Basil. Bible thump. I think it's like about just, again, probably the best way to approach it would have been to only take the leaves that you need, and leave behind some leaves so it can be sustainable and keep growing. But I simply I require all the leaves. So I require all of them. So I will be using all of them. I'll make something very delicious and I will not waste it. I'm not going to waste the pesto. Okay, there's the basil leaves. So it needs basil, parmesan, garlic, and olive oil. And then I believe we blend it. Yep. Yeah. Yep. So I'm gonna put it in my blender. It would be best to use a food processor, but I do not have one of those. I just have a blender. So we're putting it in the blender. I'm kind of a minimalist when it comes to kitchen tools and utensils. If you go to a cooking store, you'll find... I'm going to put these over here. No nuts at all? Nope. None. Nope. My partner's allergic to all nuts and all seeds. That's some panko. No, trust me. I've made this before and it tastes good. Yeah, it tastes fine. So... Sorry that bothers you on a spiritual level. Okay, so I'm gonna add one third cup of where's my 1/3 cup? Hello? Okay, so we'll use our 2/3 cup and fill it halfway. Problem solving. The texture will be off otherwise. It's like stabbing my heart. You're just gonna have to handle it. If you can't handle it, then you can leave. I'm sorry. This is how I cook. Friend of mine, his throat hurts when somebody near him eats this Snickers bar. Oh, it's that bad, huh? Yeah, some people the allergy is really bad. Okay, there goes the Parmesan. And then we're gonna add our, okay, quarter cup of, no, we're gonna add 1/8 of a cup of olive oil. So just fill this halfway. The more olive oil, the better, honestly, when it comes to pesto. There you go. But yes, if you would like to stay true to the heart of basil, pesto, then feel free to follow pop culture's wonderful guidance. I, however, will not. Yep, I gotta have the right balance. So I'm just gonna peel off all my garlic. I realize my counter is an absolute disaster, and that's okay. You might be overstimulated, but you can always clean it up later. It's kind of satisfying to peel all the dry, flaky stuff off. I'm wondering if I should play Skyrim tomorrow. I don't know if I'm feeling Skyrim. I think I'm a little bit Skyrimmed out, if that's possible. I want to make sure I give it the respect it deserves. Okay, so I'm gonna use like, I don't know, 4, 5, 6, 7 cloves of garlic. That seems like a right number. Just cut them directly on the counter. I'm gonna cook this later, so contamination. I did clean the counter before this, by the way, so just so you know. Okay, I just put them in whole. I put the whole clove in there. And I just pop it right in. And there you go. I kind of want to do solo peek again. I thought that was really fun. And also I'm determined. I feel like I could do so much better than how I did earlier. Maybe I'll do another stream. Maybe not tonight, but maybe another night. Oh, you guys, I found this really interesting channel last night. Philosophy stream as well. You guys, are you guys, oh, thank you for cheering. I'll backseat cook. I'll add one more clove for you. Oh, thank you. Thank you for the clove. Extra clove. I can add another clove of garlic if you'd like. Yeah, no, I don't mind if you guys give your tips and suggestions. You could give them. I just might not necessarily listen to them. You know. Ever seen that Chinese chef and his garlic? No, I haven't. What does he do? Because I just smash it. That's my technique. You can never have too much garlic, honestly. Anyways, if you guys are philosophy tag channel surfers, you might have come across this guy. He's a kid. At least I'm pretty sure he is. He was talking about taking the SATs, so that tells me that he is a teenager. But I stumbled upon his video and I was like, oh, your ideas are actually. It was cute because he was talking about the rat race. Like, you know what that is. But I think like people need to not judge a book by its cover, because I feel like people of all ages, all shapes and sizes can have very good philosophical takes. and I feel like he had very good philosophical takes. So if he's streaming at the end of this, then I'm gonna definitely rate him because I want to show you guys. But if I do end up rating him, then we need to be careful, you know, because this is a child and not a adult. So we'll keep that in mind. Smash and peeled in one hit with a large cleaver. Damn. Oh, so like he smashes it and the skin stays on the cleaver and that's professional. Okay, salt and pepper to taste. I'm just gonna add some pepper directly in the here's my that's good enough. And if you were really fancy, you'd be doing all this with a mortar and pestle. I'm not really fancy. I just do it in a blender. So that's what it is. It is what it is. Oh, wait. Gotta make sure this is on all the way. My worst fear, I've told you guys this already, but my worst fear is my blender just fucking exploding everywhere. Now you're gonna see it, what happens live. Because I finally have the camera where the blender is. I hate this. I hate this blender so much. You know why? Because it doesn't go directly on the thing. And so I'm worried it's just gonna not line up. Okay, here it goes. Here, I'm gonna turn off the mic. You know, I might switch to a hand blender because what the fuck is this? It's because there's not enough liquid. So now I understand why one would use a food processor because the food processor is better at handling, you know, dry ingredients. Blenders are just woefully bad at blending dry ingredients if there's not enough moisture in there. So I'm just gonna we're gonna try again. Usually when I make pesto, I have like multiple plants outside that I make it out of, but so this is making an abysmally small amount. I'm gonna add some more olive oil just because to add some more moisture. It is breaking down. It's just it takes a minute. I'll show you the inside. Here's what it looks like so far. So again, there's not a ton of the basil really shrinks down, which is fine. It's just, and it's fine if the texture is not, you know, 100%. And I basically just keep adding olive oil until it reaches the texture that I like. It's a very olive oil forward recipe for me. I just personally, yep, we just put a bunch. Put more. There. But yeah, I think the traditional way to do it is actually with a mortar and pestle, and you basically just blend all the ingredients that way by hand. Maybe one day I will be that fancy, but not today. That day is not today. How do I? This is why I hate blenders. I fucking hate blenders. I really do. Okay. Maybe now? Okay, that goes on. Let me mute my mic. Okay, we did it. We did it, you guys. Yeah, that looks great. So basically, if you have more basil, you'd be able to do a lot more than what I currently generated. Let me put this in a separate container so you can look and see what it looks like. I'm gonna put it in this little bowl right here, so you can enjoy the. Yes, I know. It should have see, it kind of forms this. I mean, is the bowl giant? Absolutely. Should I get a different size bowl? Potentially. But I don't have another size. So we will be using just this. So I guess instead of making I guess I could make like a single serve pasta with this. Not really a full meal pasta. But I delivered. I did what I said I was gonna do, which is make. The problem is that this fucking. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna take this off. Yeah, there we go. Yep. That's the way. Be really careful with the blade. So what I'm gonna do is. How do I even? There. And then what I do is I just. Don't look at that. Nothing happened, okay? You didn't see anything. There. 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 That looks like pesto, doesn't it? Is there a chunk of garlic right there? Absolutely. That's okay. I personally like chunky garlic, just so you know. So it's perfect. It's literally perfect for what I'm trying to do. For a second I was worried about you spilling something on your dress again. I know, I'm dangerously close. Oh, you know what? Pushing it out. There we go. If I push it out the end. Well, it happens. If I spill something, then I'll just clean it. No need to worry about it. Okay, I'm never very good at presentation, so I'll just kind of smooth it out. And I guess you could like drizzle all. If you want presentation, go to Pop Culture's channel, because that's the presentation. But like, look, I made look, it's a little bit, it's just a little bit of pesto. I'm gonna taste it. Yep, it tastes like pesto. If you were really fancy, I guess you could like do that little swirl thing and then swirl olive oil around the top or something. I'm not that fancy though. I'm not that fancy. I just... Yep, that's amateur cooking. Okay. Well, this could do like maybe 2 servings of pasta. I mean, a little bit of pesto goes a long way. The flavor is very, very strong. So you could do like maybe 2 servings of pasta, 3. I was gonna make pasta with mushrooms. I've got these. Actually, pop culture, I had a question for you. So I've got these oyster mushrooms here. I'll pull them out of my fridge. They're yellow. They're golden oyster mushrooms. However, they kind of have a fishy smell. Pop culture, you're probably the expert on this. Ooh, if my... Look. If my mushrooms have a slightly fishy smell, is that normal or is that bad? The fishy smell is from pesticides. Oh, really? Should the mushrooms itself be fine? What do you think? I'm looking at it and I'm not noticing really any discoloration, I don't think. It's not like a really strong like a really strong bad fishy smell. It's just like a slight little fishiness. I mean, these are gourmet mushrooms, so they're gonna be different than regular kinds. If they don't feel slimy, okay. No, they don't feel slimy at all. No, they're fine. They don't feel slimy. So, they should be fine. They look fine. Yeah, they look, there's no... I mean, there's a little bit of gray. Will you focus? Okay, look, there's a little bit of gray. But it's not slimy. Okay, great, excellent. Do I know that the German word pest means plague, while the Italian word pesto means something smashed? Yeah, so traditionally it's supposed to be smashed. You gotta smash it all together. I just don't have the resources. I think it's only been 2 hours. Jesus, it's only been 2 hours. Why is my thing freaking out? My fridge. Here's what I think. I think that I don't have any philosophy topics prepared. That's my problem. I didn't prepare any philosophy topics. So I might, keep going, I could cook these mushrooms at least, but I wasn't anticipating the amount of basil to be so little, from just one plant. I don't know if this could cover a whole, because I've got this spaghetti here. I mean, maybe if I had a ton of Parmesan and a ton of olive oil, then it could be like Parmesan olive oil pasta with a little hint of basil. Jeff Bezos died for this. No, no, no. I will not be wasting it. Don't worry. I will not be wasting it. I will use it. Don't worry. I'm gonna do it. It's fine. We're gonna do it. We're gonna start our water boiling. We're gonna do it. Let me just move. I gotta shift some stuff around in my kitchen because it's an absolute disaster. It's holy shit. It's so bad. I'm gonna lose it. I'm losing it. I did genuinely. Okay, here's another topic I wanted to discuss. Cooking. Is cooking labor? I mean, like, home cook. Because, like, some people like to say, cooking is a basic skill. Everybody should know how to do it. Okay. But cooking is so much work. I don't think people realize how much, like, actually cooking stuff and not just, like, reheating stuff. It is so much work. Why do you think I'm streaming when I'm cooking? Normally I do cook this stuff, like, once a week. But, like, why do you think I'm streaming it? Killing two birds with one stone. You know what I mean? That's what we're doing. Tanner! Hello, welcome in. We're cooking. We're cooking. Here, Tanner, let me show you the chicken that I made. Breaded chicken. Here, this is what I made. Breadcrumbs. I baked it in the oven. You can fry it, but I prefer to bake it in the oven. Because, like, here's the thing. Yeah. You create so many dishes. It takes so much of your time. Sorry, I'm just filling up my water, my pasta water, so I can start it going. Yeah, I just started my water going. If comparison of stay at home and earn the cheese, yes, it is labor. Yeah, because, traditionally it was a task, for, stay at home, women. And there's obviously a problem with, like, viewing it as, like, not the same as, like, going out and working. But I genuinely think that this is work. This is a lot of work. And, like, people who are, like, stay-at-home moms or whatever, do not get enough credit for the amount of labor that they do because, doing laundry, doing cooking. I think cooking is even harder these days because it kind of goes into a discussion of, like, dopamine. Lack of dopamine, and, like, a lot of our dopamine farming activities that we engage in with social media. So, like, cooking is supposed to be one of those things that's supposed to give you dopamine and make you feel, just satisfied with what you've done. It gives you kind of a reward, like, oh yes, I made something, I did something. But I think in modern society with the prevalence of social media, it makes these basic tasks like cooking. So, like, people say, oh, cooking should be a basic skill. And they say that, and maybe it should be, but at the same time, people don't have the dopamine structures to really feel the reward that cooking is supposed to provide them with. So it's not fair, I don't think, to expect that of people when it's not going to be the rewarding thing it's supposed to be. Cooking, in general, for providing food is not labor. People can have, people have differing opinions. So I think it's an interesting discussion. Yeah, providing food, like just like feeding your family, that's definitely an expectation. There's no argument there. But I think the argument lies in whether you're supposed to cook homemade meals all the time for your family. Because it is a lot of work. And for people who don't enjoy cooking, because I know we've got a lot of people in the chat who do enjoy cooking. So that is a reward for you guys. I somewhat enjoy it. And since I've deleted my social media, I've really seen an improvement in my ability to enjoy normally boring tasks. It's a full-time job, though. You see it like me, Tanner? Yes. Yeah, taking care of the home can be a full-time job. It can, especially if you have kids. Holy cow. I don't know how people do it. Like work and have kids and take care of the house and do all that. I suppose they don't have time for themselves. That's kind of where they... Okay. Yeah, the fishy smell is... It's not bad. It's kind of like the golden oyster mushrooms. Super fun. I'll be throwing my, the parts that I cut off, I'll be throwing that into the composter. So none of it's wasted. Don't worry. It will return to the earth. We'll return it to the earth. We'll return it to my garden, actually. Use it for my garden. So I'm just cutting these in kind of bite-sized pieces because I'm going to be putting it in the pasta with the pesto. Just for an added protein, added fiber, added little something something. I love adding mushrooms to dishes when, even when it doesn't call for it. Just because I love mushrooms. I mean, obviously I'll find a way to add mushrooms to any recipe. Tanner, how are you doing today? Tanner, can I ask what have you eaten today? Have you eaten anything interesting? What did you have for dinner? Looking forward to my mushroom tiramisu. Hell yeah. Yeah, okay, maybe not sweet dishes. I might not add Is there a way to add mushrooms to a sweet? Well, I guess people have like mushroom coffee and mushroom hot chocolate, so that's like a sweet thing. I haven't tried that yet. I don't know if that's interesting to me. I love mushrooms, but not that much, I love them, but not that much. My cutting board is simply not big enough. Bread and some water. I've had pasta with mushrooms and pesto. Oh, is that what you had today? You had the exact same thing that I did? You had bread? What kind of bread? Sometimes that's all I eat for dinner is bread. I'm not gonna lie. Girl dinner, am I right? Girl dinner. Yeah, sometimes my dinner will be bread, olive oil, and beverage of some kind. Okay, so now that this is all cut, I'm gonna cook it on just a sandwich. Sandwich. Yummy. I'm actually going to make homemade bread later. I might not make it today, but I'm definitely going to make it this week because I like homemade bread. Okay. I always cook my mushrooms in butter and garlic. So we've got garlic here. Just gonna... If you are garlic sensitive, unfortunately you can't eat any of my anything that I cook. Literally anything. Okay, maybe not my tiramisu. Garlic tiramisu? Anyone? Oh, Jesus. Perhaps not. But savory dishes. Ew, can you imagine? Garlic tiramisu. Yeah. Savory tiramisu. Sometimes I just use the knife to go in between the garlic and the skin. Probably not very safe, but... I'm like, ooh, can I take out the whole clove like this and preserve it? Because I like doing that and it's very satisfying. But sometimes it doesn't cooperate, so I have to crush it. I have to force it into line. Cha. Oh dear. Okay, there it is. All right, so let us move over to the cooktop. Let me rearrange some stuff. I'm gonna rearrange some of mine. And you know what? I think I can make this pesto go a long way. Okay. So here's my cooktop, and then we're gonna ignore the fact that you saw down my shirt. Not that kind of streamer. Although there's nothing wrong with that kind of streamer. Nothing wrong with that. Yeah, I think I'm gonna make this go a long way. I'm gonna save it, but I'm also gonna capture some of this pasta water, and we'll just make like a watered down pesto. It's gonna bother everyone, but we make do with what we have, because I would like to I set out to make an entire recipe to use all my spaghetti, so that's what I'll do. Okay, I've got my pan. We're gonna add butter to it. Shoot, I'm almost out of butter. Rude. I'm doing like 1.5 tablespoons. You don't need too much, honestly. Whatever is on the cooking surface. Add whatever is on the cooking surface, Tim. Yep, okay, we're not going that far, replay. Maybe not that far. Okay, I just got medium heat. What do you think I am? Who do you think I am? A goblin? Cooking goblin? That's a lot of butter. Might be too much. I'm rolling with it. YOLO, am I right? This is like a Gordon Ramsay amount of butter. It's 1.5 tablespoons. It's Gordon Ramsay butter. Might save some. Oh well. Goblin mode. Yeah. We all have a little goblin in us. Hi Dom. Welcome back. How you doing today? Thank you for joining. Oh, does it seem like I have 2 streams in one day for you? Because you were there last night for my hero's journey, my solo journey, and now we're cooking. It's the next day. Whenever my Australian streamers stream, they always like stream multiple days. It's like I get 2 streams in one day sometimes. It's opposite day. Good morning. Yes, good morning, Dom. Good morning. It's always opposite day. What was I was gonna say something. How can this be bad? Oh, Tanner, you flatter me. You're so nice. I try my best. Sometimes it It puts some people off. I'm not a professional, but I did have my mom teach me. So, and she learned from her mom. So it's just a cycle of moms. Continuation. It's interesting to see how it's evolved over time. Yeah, the hero thing was yesterday for you. Oh, it was yesterday for you too? Oh, okay. Time is weird. Stop. Stop. You're so good. You're so nice. I can't handle compliments. If you guys compliment me, I can't. I don't know what to do with myself. I'm the worst. Okay. I'm gonna add my mushrooms now. If you guys have any philosophical question you would like to discuss, feel free. Feel free to bring it up. I love discussing any question. Unfortunately, we didn't have time to prepare any materials. So we're just kind of winging it with whatever we would like to discuss at any given moment. You know, we're living in the moment. That's what we're doing. We're living in the moment. It kind of goes along with my title because sometimes I feel like I do a lot of things, but at the end of the day, I do things in order for my mind to quiet down. Always skipping over mines. Throw another pawn in the ring. Skipping over? How close? I talked about your thing, didn't I? I talked about your... Oh no, did you? Well, it wasn't intentional. You were talking about how, whether people are evil on purpose. Did you mention another question? Tanner, you had a philosophical question once? Shoot. I apologize. If I missed your comment, it was not intentional. Sometimes I'm paying attention to multiple things. It wasn't... I don't ever purposely ignore people's comments. Unless it's a rude comment, then I do ignore it. If it's a rude comment, I will not be looking at it. We talked about Ted Bundy and how I think he is probably not seeing himself as a hero when he's doing stuff. I think he's just fulfilling his own selfish desires. If someone, thank you, QB. If someone's name is Phil, does that make them more sophical? True. I mean, like, that's a true question. Philosophical question. Good one. Okay, so we ran out of utensils, so I'm going to be stirring my pasta with a spatula and stirring my mushrooms with a spoon. It's opposite day. I told you. Today's opposite day. Breaking all the rules. If it works, it works. You know what I mean? Like, if it works functionally, it's going to be okay. No. Tanner, please give us your question. I would love to know your question, Tanner. Please ask it. No comments about Darude Sandstorm. I haven't heard that song in so long. That is such a meme song. Okay, if you have any pieces of mushroom that are too big, you can just go in with the spoon and just kind of crush them. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. You want to go past the point of them giving up their water. So they're all giving up their water. And so what I'm going to do is now add my garlic. What does anthrope mean? Mushroom pasta actually a great idea. It should be done more often. I know, Tanner, mushroom everything. I'm way ahead of you. Mushroom everything should be done more often. Not that I'm biased or anything. Do you guys salt your water when you make pasta? I actually don't. That might be a controversial take, but I don't salt my water. I know that it's supposedly supposed to add more flavor, but I already had plenty of, you guys know, I already had plenty of salt to all my other stuff, so we don't need to overdo it. We don't need to overkill. The one time you should use salt. Okay, I'm convinced, pop culture, I'm convinced that we both exist as two ends of the opposite spectrum. We exist just to annoy the fucking shit out of each other. I'm not trying to, but like it's so funny because like everything I do, you do the exact opposite. You never cease to. I know, I'm shocked sometimes. Pop culture, I'm genuinely it was hard at first. But now that I think I'm getting to know you better, it's actually just more and more entertaining as time goes on. It's so much more entertaining. Like at first it was kind of like nails on a chalkboard, kind of like, you know, like just, oh my God. Every single interaction we had, it was like, yikes, you know? Because we're just that different. We are so different. But I don't think that's a bad thing. I think the discomfort just proves that we're learning. We're learning that there are human beings that are different than us, and that's okay. You know, you don't have to try and change the other person. You can just accept them for who they are, because they're genuinely, because of pop culture, I'm sensing that you are just genuinely, authentically yourself. And that is something that I respect. I will always respect people who just want to be themselves. They're not faking anything. They're just doing what feels right to them. Even if it's the complete opposite of everything that I would ever do. No shade. I respect it so hard. I do. I respect it. Are there some growing pains? Absolutely. You have to grow. Okay, so now this is starting to, so the water has evaporated. So this is done. First the water comes out and then it evaporates and it starts to get a little bit brown. So, and look, it's not too oily. We love that. It's good. Yeah, but yikes, that hurt. I wasn't saying yikes at you. I was saying yikes at the interactions that we had. Sorry, it wasn't directed at you specifically. Yikes in the sense of like, wow, we just are not, I don't know. Not a direct, don't worry, it's not a direct threat. Okay, so I'm getting some pasta water. I need more. Okay, I think if I twist this, yeah, I want as much pasta water as I can get. I'm gonna get that. Yeah, sometimes change is painful. Sometimes differences between people are painful to navigate. Okay, it's al dente. It's done. The pasta's done. So I'm just gonna drain it really quick. Okay, that's... Okay, and now is when we bring everything together. Al dente, yes, al dente, al dented. Dents and It's a badge of honor to have a dent. Well, dented. Oh, fuck, I just spilled some. Here, don't look at that. That didn't happen. Nothing happened, okay? Okay, there's the mushrooms. We're adding the pesto. It's like not very much pesto, but we're gonna make it work. We're gonna add the pasta water. So it's gonna be like olive oil and Parmesan pasta with a little bit of basil, a hint of basil in the... An aftertaste, an afterthought of basil. Make sure all the basil gets in there. Okay. Okay, this is working. This could be working. Again, should I have used less pasta than what I did? Absolutely, but we're committed to using a full thing of spaghetti. The Parmesan is like melting to its... The Parmesan is melting to itself. I hate the texture of Parmesan sometimes when you melt it, because then it like it sticks. What can you say against this? Basically nothing. You're right. You're right, Tanner. You like something different than tomato sauce? Yeah, sometimes you get bored of tomato sauce or like Alfredo sauce or like, you know. Okay. So it's very light. It's very it's a very light flavor. But, you know, let me put it in a on a plate. And then I'll show you the result. So, we're not doing anything fancy to plate it. And then I'm going to take a piece of chicken. Just going to pull it out with my... The color is not great. Not great, sorry, it's not great. But that's what it looks like. Pesto pasta and chicken. Should I try it? I'm going to try it. Let me try the pasta. You'd eat it? Oh, thank you. Pop culture. Now that is truly a wonderful comment. I mean, yes, comment, compliment. Wow. Thank you. You just made my day. It's good. The flavor is not very strong because obviously we didn't have enough pesto. But, you know, I'll eat it. I'm not mad at it. And the chicken itself is really good too. I'm going to cut a piece of the chicken. Second lunch. I'm literally a hobbit right now. We're having second lunch. Okay, so here's my chicken. Here, look at it. Zoom in. There. Here, you can have the first bite if you'd like. It's crispy. It's good. Reminds of the song Second Dinner. Oh, there's a song called Second Dinner. Thank you everyone for joining me for this this edition of my cooking adventures, where we made pesto pasta with mushrooms and breaded chicken. We did it. We accomplished it. I mean, was it as good as it could have been? Probably not. But it's edible. There's that. It's edible. And sometimes you got a recipe that really hits, and sometimes you got a recipe that misses. Yes, take it easy. See you next time. Thank you. Thank you. Let me see if anybody I know is streaming to see if I can yeah, no, dude. So much cleaning. I'm gonna look on Twitch to see if there's anybody to raid, and if not, then we are just gonna end here. So give me 1 second. If there's anybody to raid. Oh, dang it. I'm not signed into my account. I'm sorry. I'm not signed into my account. Normally I would raid, but I can't. Sorry. Next time we will raid for sure. But thank you again, everyone, for hanging out, stopping by. Tomorrow I will be playing Skyrim, and we will talk more about philosophy and whatever else shenanigans we get up to. As a reminder, here's our potion of marksmanship that we made today. I'll be posting it in the Discord. So we made this potion today. If you missed out on the potion making, come next time and we will make a new potion from the channel points. So, hey, have a good night, everyone. Bye-bye, good night. Bye-bye. Bye, Refly. Bye, Refly. Bye, Pop Culture. Bye, Tanner. Bye, QB, if you're still here. Goodbye, everyone. Thanks for hanging out. See ya. Bye-bye.